you satisfied with what you've done? And I have to say no. Because if I was going to be... Omar has been a very prominent journalist from the film fraternity. And I've had to face many awkward questions from him throughout my career. So I hope that he will behave himself tonight and not put us into some kind of embarrassment. Omar, you're a dear friend and I really respect you, and I'm saying all these wonderful words to you with the hope that you will not embarrass us today. Thank you.
I hope I remain a dear friend after the interview. Yeah. Mr. Bachchan, I would like to ask you for a man.
I think when I was doing interviews for our promotional film, Shamidar, that's due to release on the 6th of February, we talked about the story of the film. It's about two individuals. Each one of them possesses a different quality. Something that one has, the other doesn't have. And how a journalist comes in between and brings these two people together so that jointly they can move ahead in life and be successful. And when they do that, they realize that ego comes in. And that's how the conflict arises between the two individuals. And the rest, of course, I hope you will go and see the cinema to find out the story. And the moment you talk about ego, then the obvious question, as you rightly put, Omar, is what is ego? I've always believed that, the people want to know whether there is ego in the film industry and whether these kind of situations arise. I've never felt it in my career, and I doubt very much if there are others that have the same qualities. I don't seem to have it, because I believe that if you talk about ego, then you're talking about how important you are, how valuable you are, and you give a certain mark to yourself, a certain standard to yourself. I don't believe that I'm deserving of that standard, because I think that in the creative field, every day, every moment that we are trying to create, we are trying to do something different, trying to do something progressive. There can never be a standard, there can never be a satisfaction. Many a times people ask me, are you satisfied with what you've done? And I have to say no. Because if I was going to be satisfied with my creativity, then I might as well die, because that's the end of my career. So I think that people will have an ego if they consider themselves to be important, to be the ultimate, and that there is no further space after that. And for me that is wrong, because I know that I'm not the ultimate. I have a lot of space ahead of me, and I need to work more. She's apart from being the Chief Minister, she's also a very dear friend. And friends are allowed to make such complimentary remarks. I'm not deserving of it. I know that I'll never get it, but she's been very generous and kind. All I can say is thank you, but no thank you.
Loved, and whenever you're in town, you make it a point to come to your balcony and say hi to everyone. Like, how do you make time for it? I thought Sunday is a sabbath.
Yeah, as soon as I finish this Rotary, I'll go back home and I'll make time for it. Now, every Sunday, fortunately, ever since my accident in 1982, when I almost lost my life, people come on Sunday at my door, at my gates, and they just want to see me, just like they would want to see any other star or anyone connected with the film industry. And I just go out and meet them, and this has been carrying on from 82 onwards. That's more than 30 years. Every Sunday, they collect outside my house, and I just go out and wave, meet a few people, sign a few autographs. I think that's the least that I can do, and I'm very grateful and thankful to them. I've always believed, ladies and gentlemen, that during the time when I was ill in 1982, it was the prayers, the du'as, the well wishes of all the people of this country that prayed for my life. And if I am sitting here in front of you, they are the ones that are responsible for me. I think that by the end of the day, I spend a little time on social media. I write a blog, I'm on Twitter and Facebook. It's been a wonderful experience. It's given me an opportunity to interact with people personally. Before the social media came into prominence, we never had any kind of medium to be able to connect with our fans or people who wanted to talk to us. And I'm not saying that they would necessarily want to say complimentary things. There are many times now on the social media where you get criticism, you get accusations, you get abuse. But I think that if you are wanting to communicate with people, then you should be aware that this is the liberty that you give the people of the country, or the people that come onto the social media, to express themselves. I do not mind that. I do not block abuse, because you can't be perfect. No one is perfect. And I'm very happy that people find the wrongs that I do and make suggestions of how I can correct myself. And I appreciate that and I welcome that. But yes, I do find time every day. I'm now on day 2,479 days on the block. That's every day. I haven't dropped a single day. I'm 1,750 on Twitter, number of days on Twitter, and 849 days on Facebook.